Got me stuttering. Girl, you I fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all roll for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna. Yes on, yes on, yes on, yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Titans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against a Colts defense that will need to be on its game.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Shift together here from the D-line. Walker, the tight end, in motion. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished 3rd in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott and a late-charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my #1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Mariota now from the 50. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Christine Michael, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. To throw on second down is Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Michael. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Mack. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. One receiver left is Hilton. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd down and just 1. Mariota again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. To throw Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard right at the 20. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dan Williams coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A Tennessee 1st down, that one Mariota to Matthews. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Luck now on second down. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Seven yards remain now on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play fake to Gore. It's locked. Going deep for Moncrief. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. 9
yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On play action, Mariota. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Murray. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Mariota steps away to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Then from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Throwing, Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now a give, Michael running left. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So we come to half, and no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7, but for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it. On
2nd down, here's Love. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw, Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. Oh, able to avoid him. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second down, Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Here's Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a first down throw. Luck being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wesley Woodyard able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. To throw on second down is Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Looking deep for Hilton. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Luck. And Aiken with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I had a game with Baltimore a couple of seasons ago, and Kamar Aiken caught my eye in that one. Turned out he nearly had 1,000 yards that season, but last year a little bit of a slump.
Really down, 29 catches, just over 300 yards, only one touchdown, so they're hoping to boost his production here in Indianapolis.
He can be a strong physical inside type of a pass catcher if they can get him going.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. On 2nd and 10, Luck. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Michael with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. To throw, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Bruce Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. Able to break the tackle is Michael. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Aiken, the man in motion. Locke. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They'll try Michael on the right side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They run again with Michael. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Michael, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mariota now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's locked. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Hilton goes in motion right. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. In motion left goes Moncrief. They go to Michael again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Accelerating, and off he goes. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Luck now to throw. Buying time to his left. And the catch made by Hilton. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Luck. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now it's Luck. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. shift together here from the D-line. Now Luck. Complete to Hilton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. It has the distance, and it is good.